Massachusetts falling short when it comes to protecting people from being drugged. That's according to victims who say their drinks were spiked at local bars.
5 investigates Brittany Johnson's been digging into the roadblocks to justice and the new efforts to make Massachusetts nightlife safer.
You saw me dancing along to the blues of blue.
Her melodies encompass everything from hardships and sorrow to survival and strength.
With your dark, 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 dark intention.
But these days, longtime blues musician Ilana Katz is adding some new notes.
I would call myself an advocate.
Her advocacy began in 2022 after a life-changing night at the Sinclair Music Hall in Cambridge.
I had a drink, which I thought I was watching, maybe 2 small sips. And I started to feel really, really drunk. And I knew something was wrong, and I was holding on to the handrail, and I collapsed like this.
In the emergency room, Kat says her husband repeatedly asked doctors for a drug test.
They did finally take a urine sample at my husband's absolute insistence.
Ella McDuff had a similar experience. She says while at a bar in Boston, she and her friends ordered beer. But later that night, she ended up with a cocktail in her hand.
But I don't know how I got that drink.
McDuff says everything after that was a blur. But these photos help paint a picture of what she describes as a terrifying experience at the hospital.
They had to end up tying my hands and legs to the hospital bed because I was so agitated.
McDuff says her mom asked hospital staff to drug test her, but they didn't. She says she was only given a drug test the next day after a seizure.
The second doctor looked at my chart and then examined me and took one look and said that I was drugged.
Right now, Massachusetts hospitals are not required to give victims a drug test unless they've also been sexually assaulted. A bill being considered right now on Beacon Hill would change that, mandating all hospitals to issue a urine sample or relevant drug test to identify the presence of a date rape drug if the patient requests it. Why won't some hospitals provide these tests?
There's always a game of how do you code it for insurance? What do you test them for?
The Massachusetts Health and Hospital Association tells 5 investigates in part, regardless of any state or federal law changes, MHA has committed to offering educational training and best practices to our member hospitals so that frontline workers are able to even better identify patients who may have been involuntarily drugged, abused, or are in need of refuge. Both senators say drink spiking is rampant, and it's a crime even if the victim isn't sexually abused.
There are people that are drink spiking people to steal their credit cards or get their biometric information to unlock their phone and to Venmo money.
They say it often goes underreported.
And that underreporting is leading to an epidemic where law enforcement can't charge the criminal for doing this.
It's something McDuff knows all too well. She didn't file a police report.
I struggled because there was no evidence. I didn't know who did it.
Through her company, Chasing Red Flags, McDuff now openly shares her story to raise awareness about the dangers.
Now I want to advocate for other people because it's happening so often.
Ilana Katz did file a police report, and the Cambridge Licensing Commission suspended the Sinclair's license for 1 day. The Sinclair tells us they have made changes since the incident to help improve customer safety. And Katz continues to raise awareness through advocacy and a new documentary. Now, as for Senator Feeney's bill, it still hasn't come to a vote. The legislative session does end on Wednesday.